Breaking news. Sweden sends survival guide to citizens urging them to prepare for a Russian strike. Sweden reissued a public information manual advising what to do if a war breaks out amid growing fears about a possible Russian attack. Almost 5 million Swedish households have received the booklet, which is very similar to one published at the height of the Cold War in 1961. Just like its predecessor, this manual provides tips on the best way to secure water, food and heating in preparation of a major conflict. But it also has new sections helping citizens to deal with the threats that arose in the 21st century, including acts of terrorism, cyber attacks and disaster caused by climate change. This renewed invite to be ready for war comes as new pictures showed a nuclear weapons storage unit in the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad, just across the Baltic Sea. The manual, titled If Crisis or War Comes, was published by the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency, a government body organized under the Ministry of Defense, which is responsible for keeping the public informed about issues concerning civil protection, public safety, emergency management and civil defense. It is the latest attempt by the Swedish government to step up its defense program amid fears Russia may strike. In September 2017, the country held its biggest military exercise in 23 years. With war games involving 19,000 Swedish personnel and allies from Finland, Denmark, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, France, Norway and America. During the same period, the country started a fierce public debate over the possibility to join NATO, despite the country's historic neutrality. And in March last year the country voted to reintroduce compulsory military service, which was abolished in 2010. Christina Andersson, member of the Civil Contingencies Agency, said, "All of society needs to be prepared for conflict, not just the military. We haven't been using words such as total defense or high alert for 25-30 years or more. So the knowledge among citizens is very low." But among the 4.7 million households which received the manual there are many who have been getting ready for years for an attack by Russia. Two preppers living outside the Swedish city of Malmö have made their home totally independent from outside sources of food and electricity and readied themselves for an attack. The couple, who asked to remain anonymous to protect their stack of supplies from looters, said their worries began when Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. And fears grew as only months after Russia started flying its jets into Swedish airspace. Sten, one of the two preppers speaking under false name, told The Telegraph, "It was partly the thing with other countries going into Swedish territory, and also information security. There was a big hacking of the train booking system, and of the hospitals, and they broke down a communications antenna, a very big one. As I have a military background, I started to see a pattern. And then you start thinking, what do we need?" The couple's supplies include toilet paper, sanitary towels, a bag of powdered meal sachets sufficient for 24 days, canned meat and vegetable soup and coffee. They also have an old microwave to keep electronic things in and protect them from electromagnetic pulses coming from EMP bombs, they explained. But the couple is also ready to defend themselves from fellow Swedish people. Lena said, "People around us know what we have. But they also know we have weapons, and machines to dig their bodies under the ground."